Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nigel Knows.
Yes.
Bonnett episode.
Yes, Bonnett episode. You see, we all got our bonnets on.
It's late.
We've been MIA for a little bit, but like we said on the first one, we was gonna try, but it's a lot going on. We are busy women.
Busy. And we're trying to be efficient.
Yes, trying to be efficient.
Straight from here to bed.
Right. Exactly.
Actually, I'm gonna make me a grilled cheese sandwich because I've been craving a grilled cheese, and then I'm gonna shower.
Okay. All right. Well, I already ate. I already showered. So listen, I'm just go and just roll right on over again.
Right.
You gonna roll to the
room. But this episode we don't have like a specific topic necessarily. We just gonna chat and have fun like we always do. We'll talk about a couple of things, but our conversations, they always go however they're gonna go, and they're always great anyway. So we just gonna go ahead and do our thing, right? Yeah. And we got,
but we still have our tips.
Yes, we still have our tips, our facts, and other stuff. So who wants to go first?
I'll go. I don't have a workout tip this time, even though everybody, go to the gym because it's good for your health and your heart. Yes, go to the people in place. But so at my job, we actually, our office manager sends us these Fun Fact Fridays, and she sent one a couple weeks back, and it was on Spain. And the first one was, in Seville, it's illegal to hang your underwear outside to dry.
Was that an issue for them?
I guess so. It's illegal. You cannot play dominoes or dice in the bars. It's illegal to rummage through garbage. It's illegal to drive while wearing flip-flops. It's illegal to name your child as a fruit.
Okay. Then so every white celebrity here is upset.
No.
I wanted to name mine Tangelo. Grapefruit.
You can't. And you cannot name your child Cain, Judas, or Lennon. Oh, and you can't have a mop on the terrace of your house. All these things are illegal in Spain.
That's interesting. They must have a big problem with that there for them to go as far as making it illegal. That's weird. Why is that a law?
Like, if it's illegal, that means you're going to jail.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Well, the flip-flop thing I can understand because you're actually not supposed to wear flip-flops when you're driving anyway.
Who said that?
Well, technically, because if you get into an accident or something at your feet and it gets into your feet gone, or like sliding, sometimes people
I didn't know that.
I've had that happen where my foot got caught on the moving your foot from the gas to the brake. So sometimes I'll just take mine off and drive barefoot because it scared me. I was like, oh, nope.
Yeah. So that I kind of understand. I feel like the other stuff is a mix of church and state. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Don't move to Spain. Don't move to Spain.
Okay. So one that I have that I never heard or never even thought about, quite frankly. Actually, one of my relatives, one of my cousins, is graduating soon from college, and me and her mom, my older cousin, were talking earlier today, and she was saying how during conversation she was like, you're alumni, and she was like, no, I'm an alumna, and I'm almost like, what? So apparently there is a difference. Alumnus is for a male graduate. Alumna is a female graduate. Alumni technically could be both, but typically it's for a male. And then alumni is okay, that makes sense. Alumni is like more than one male. So if your alumni means a group of men graduating, alumnae is actually women.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. I never heard that because I always heard alumni. Alumni, although technically it does say alumni can be a woman as well. But
with the way genders are going, it don't matter anyway. So
I didn't realize that there was a difference. I thought it was just alumni. Never even thought about it. That was interesting. I thought since we're in a graduation season.
So my travel tip, I've been experimenting a little bit with ways to save myself stress at the airport because I am wholly impatient. I hate a line. Thank you. Severe ADHD. I can't do it. So I've played with PreCheck, which is fantastic. And I have just recently played with Clear. So PreCheck, they have like your regular line, and in most airports there's a PreCheck line. You go in and you sit up for an interview, and if you go to the PreCheck, basically you just go through a faster security. You don't have to take off your shoes, you don't have to take your electronics out. They just take you. Usually the line's way shorter and much faster because you don't have to, get naked and then put your clothes back on. Clear is an extra third-party service that you can do that verifies everything about you, including but it verifies you by your eyes. Best part about that is they take you straight to the front of the PreCheck line. So if PreCheck has a line, you skip in PreCheck line, and they just take you to the front. You don't even have to take out your ID. They've already verified you. Just walk straight into the PreCheck area. So I think it's worth money. It saved me a lot of time, and it's saved me from a lot of really long lines and the insecurity
and irritation.
So, yes, and I think it's worth it. For PreCheck, I think when I paid, it was $85 for 5 years. Clear, you have it for a while, but I think that one was a little bit more pricey, but you do get a trial month. And then there's global entry, which I also want to try for when we start going into more international trips and things like that. So global entry is basically, instead of having to wait in line to come back through customs from an international trip, there's usually just these little kiosks. You go in, do your thing, and then you can just go right through. So if you've ever stood in a customs line, which I had to do coming in and out of Jamaica, which was extremely long and frustrating, it's probably worth it. And what I've learned is that if you have global entry, it includes PreCheck.
Nice.
So, ways to go to, save yourself stress at an airport and not have to stand in a queue or stand in the line anywhere. So that's my tip. Look it up. It's worth it. I think so.
Yeah.
I've had
especially with people traveling more and more as the COVID stuff is not it's a big deal, but not, a lot of they letting us free. Okay, letting us move how we want to move.
Yeah, a lot of restrictions are being lifted, but it make it easier on yourself.
Yeah,
set yourself up for success.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. All of us. Thank y'all, Tori, Felicia, for our tips and facts and stuff like that. A lot has happened since we recorded last. I think the last episode was February?
Yeah.
January, February. It's now April.
Oh, wow.
So, one thing, we're kind of late talking about it, but one thing, that immediately pops up when we talk about things that were in the news outside of the whole Ukraine-Russia war thing, pop culture type news is the slap.
Heard around
Will Smith went ahead and smacked the crap out of Chris Rock for a seemingly, to some seems innocent or bad joke. I don't have alopecia, so I can't say what's offensive, what's not, because it doesn't bother me. Doesn't mean it doesn't bother someone else. So they were allowed to take it however they want to take it. But how y'all feel about Will going up there and smacking the crap out of Chris Brown?
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock. Chris Brown would fall back. Chris Brown would smack them right back.
He should have stayed his behind in his seat, because if you look at the clips and stuff, she wasn't really that mad about it. She really wasn't. And I think she came out and said she really wasn't upset about it. He should have stayed his behind in his seat, because now you're banned for 10 years.
He gets to keep his Oscar, though.
Yeah, but still.
I know.
Bad business.
I feel like it was more than that. Number one, he knew who he could slap. Number one. Number two, that seemed like I don't want to say overreaction, but it seemed like such a strong reaction to be doing, at a party, basically, and not just like a party, like a keg party, like supposed to be classy, dressed up type of party. It's like, dude, you got something else is going on. There had to be more, at least in my opinion, there had to be more than just what Chris Rock said. Yeah. And it could be that,
I think Chris Rock just caught the brunt of whatever he's dealing with.
Yeah. I think that's what I feel like. I feel like that whole thing was a buildup. Will Smith has taken a lot of L's past couple of years. Like a
lot
of
laughing at him.
Yeah, you know, you've been humiliated by your wife, you know, and I'm sure that they've done a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes to reconcile, and you know, they're clearly still together and holding a solid front, and whatever work goes into that, you know, these are still people, and so to be constantly be memed, and you know, I'm sure people was talking all kinds of disrespect to his face leading up to it, people coming after her, him, his family, his career, you know, and I think you feel like enough is enough. And I think that joke and that reaction might have, for him, been that last little think
on the. But it's a time and a place, though.
There is. I'm not saying that it was right. I'm just saying that just might have been that last little like.
And that's too why,
like, you know.
Yeah, that's too why you do have to be careful when you talk and you think everything is a joke. Because you don't know, you really don't know what that man going through. He's only going to tell you what he wants to tell you. As far as his own personal life, as far as whatever they choose to share about their marriage, their relationship, their kids, stuff like that. You have no idea what's actually going on behind the scenes when all the cameras and all that stuff is gone and it's just them two, or it's just him by himself. So you also have to be careful how you be, you know, how you talk about people, because today might be the day. You called me on the right day at the right time,
and look what happened. He got
you gonna get all of what goes through. This is why, like, too, for myself, I know that's how I am. Is I won't say nothing, and then you be like, "Oh, Nikia, your strap is crooked." I'll be like, "It's crooked, bitch." So I have to learn to process things as they come, so that there isn't a buildup. That's why I like to journal and be outside and stuff like that, because it helps me to like sort of, and go to the gym because helps me to work through all that stuff. So I'm not exploding on somebody and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like to me, it's very important to sort of, you know, try to process your emotions as much as you can as they come.
The little devil's advocate, though, like, it could have been way worse than a slap. I mean, folks have been dueling respectfully for years. I'm okay if, you know, I'm not okay necessarily with violence, but I will say on the spectrum of, you know, he didn't cock a punch, he didn't pull an elbow, he didn't like pop, he didn't like give him,
he took that slap back.
He gave a slap, and I mean, slaps illegal. Sorry, slapping is legal, and sometimes you just want folks to be quiet. And
but he hit him. I mean,
I don't think he hit him as hard as he could have, though. He didn't like put his whole body into it.
You don't think so? It looked like it, though.
I feel like that was more just like, bitch, be quiet. Like, stop talking.
Like a tap. It was a tap.
Yeah, like
traditionally speaking, at least for men, to slap a man is disrespectful. Like, you punch a man because you're gonna fight, but to actually take your hand and slap with which is not true, but they say, you know, bitch slap, because that's something you do to a woman. You don't punch when you slap her. So to slap another man is like, it's the same as spitting on somebody. Like, that's disrespectful.
It is. It's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
But it's not like, but this is an all-out fist fight, and we've seen, you know, it is something that it's a disrespectful act in retaliation for feeling disrespected, I think. But in the classiest way that you could throw hands at somebody, is to slap somebody.
The episode of Dynasty.
Right. Yeah. You just, bitch, be quiet. Like, I'm like, stop.
Yeah. Stop. When I saw it, I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke the whole time. It wasn't until he yelled out the second time I was like, "Oh wait, he looks like he might be serious." I thought it was a joke the whole time. Like, oh, okay. And
Chris Brown, seems like a Will Smith thing to do.
Chris Rock is laughing. Yeah, it does. Like, that's his stick. He makes jokes and stuff. And Chris Rock, you know, I was like, oh, okay.
And that's the thing.
Like a weird joke.
You have a comedian, you know, making a joke. Like, how serious can you take it?
I mean, you can be offended, but that's what that's what comedy is for, though. Like, I'm sorry, art and comedy, it's gonna be offensive on some level.
You're gonna be the butt of somebody's joke.
Everybody and everyone can get it.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, when it comes to jokes, anybody and everybody can get it. I know, like, you know, to kind of go back a little bit further, I know a lot of people gave Dave Chappelle a lot of shit about his last special about picking at trans, but for me, speaking for myself only, everybody can get it. even if it wasn't funny, it wasn't so much that it wasn't funny because he was being malicious. It just wasn't funny if he just wasn't funny. But I think that the fair thing to do is that everybody can get it. Just like for me, like when it comes like to like something like South Park, like I think South Park is a really good example of everybody gets it. Everybody. We hate everybody equally. How about that? Like they come after everybody and they make it a joke. And I feel like, some people, no matter what joke you make, somebody is going to be.
Sidebar, there is an episode of South Park where the whole episode they're just doing your mama jokes. When I tell you that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And it took me a long time to get South Park. I thought it was like really stupid, which it is stupid. But like that episode, I saw that and that's what made me start watching the show because that joke was so funny. Yes. That's just a sidebar. Find the episode. I forget the name of it, but it's super funny.
Yo, mama jokes. I'm gonna have to look at that.
I know what jokes you talk about. It's really funny.
Another thing though that I saw when it came to like the whole slap thing, and I saw Black women in particular going back and forth about protect Black. They brought up this whole subject again. Well, we've been talking about it, I guess, in society, at least amongst Black people, but protecting Black women and what that looks like. So some that I saw were like, yeah, that's how you protect Black women, but he's slapping another Black, well, I guess the color of the man doesn't matter, but that's how you protect Black women. And then some were like, no, that's not what we mean by protect Black women. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like if I'm with a man, something like that, I'll be like, what are you doing? Like, I wouldn't want him to go up and slap somebody. But at the same time, I do want to feel like if something happened, my man gonna get up and smack the shit out of somebody or punch them, whatever, and handle that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I see both sides where it's like, this is really, not the place for that. You could have easily, especially since they were friends, supposedly, y'all could have easily handled that in the back, which afterwards.
Lends itself to me to feel like I don't know if I'm still fully convinced that it wasn't staged to a point. Because everything like that, I mean, the return is always going to be money. Chris's shows are selling out hot ticket. And of course, any publicity for a celebrity, for the most part, is a pretty good publicity. And even especially if you are someone like Will Smith, who is able to always amend his worldview of like how people see him. People are more willing to forgive Will Smith, I think, than a lot of other people. And there's ways to make money off of it. So I'm still kind of like,
wouldn't need to. Chris Rock, I guess if his ticket sales were down, I could see that. But what would be the purpose of Will Smith doing it? Like, what benefit would it be for him? He already gets
he's been dropped from a lot of his
stuff for doing it.
But he's also been picked up for a lot of other things too. I feel like in that game, again, I don't know if there really is.
It's a chess game.
It is. I think it's a chess game, and I think you play to where you want to go. Because you would think that he wouldn't need that, but Will Smith's getting old, and at some point, and his relevancy is going to die and dry out at some point. And even and not to say that it is necessarily, but if that's always a possibility, you have to keep and stay relevant by whatever means. But if you are essentially the good guy of Hollywood and you make a mistake, what's better than a comeback game of redemption and forgiveness and I'm sorry's and books on how to be a better person or therapy, books on therapy, health and mental wellness and things. People are going to pick him up to be spokesperson about that. I too was violent. I slapped a nigga on stage. Now after reading so-and-so or sitting with so-and-so guru, I'm now like there's all kinds of ways to do it. And it's all the game is staying relevant for celebrities. It could or couldn't have been like, maybe it was the element of surprise. And then afterwards he was like, yo, you're welcome.
Ticket sales $300 now versus the $45 that they were going for. Who knows? You can never tell. They're all actors, and you never know what's real and what's not. Even Jada's, disgust is like, well, the video I saw from behind, she was laughing. Well, it was after the slap that she was laughing, but she was laughing. It was like, well, she was laughing at the slap. Did she think it was a joke too? Like, oh, okay, that's funny. Huh? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can never actually tell what it is, but I'm sure there will be a Red Top Table episode about it.
Of course.
Because the new season just started. So, you know, it's coming. That'll be like the season finale, you know, make us watch the whole, 50 episodes just to get to that one.
The entanglement
like, we don't care about none of this other stuff,
the new entanglement.
Right. But what do y'all think about the whole protect Black women thing, though?
I get the sentiment. I think it's more of a sentiment than it is an actual like actionable thing, because a lot of people expect Black women to play the strong role, strong Black women, inexhaustibly strong Black women. Like, we're always made to be strong. There's nothing wrong with the idea of being strong, but when you are characterized as being strong to the point where you're not allowed to ever show softness or weakness, to the point where people treat you any kind of way because you can handle it, you can take it, you can, all that kind of stuff, that, the sentiment of having a man actually wanting to protect you and giving you a chance to not feel like you have to fight all of your own fights. There's a sentiment to that that feels nice, I don't necessarily think that it's 100% solid, but I can understand the sentiment behind it. I can see why some women would be like, protect Black women. Don't, the whole thing with like disrespect. Like,
yeah, see, I always thought of it as, physically protect at some point. But the way I understand it, at least based on a lot of these men that got these podcasts that are talking all this nonsense, protect Black women to me in that sense means, when you see a man talking that nonsense, like, did y'all see that clip of Shaquille O'Neal talking about his ex-wife, Shawnee? Did y'all see that? I don't know what podcast it is. Apparently it's like ex-football players or something like that. I've never watched it, never heard of it. Only reason it popped up is because I follow Shaquille O'Neal. So that's why it popped up on my timeline. But I didn't watch the whole thing. It's just one clip. And apparently, from the comments and stuff I read, whatever podcast this is, this man is on that whole, women need that type of thing. But anyway, the clip starts out with the man talking about divorce. And he's like, hey, man, divorce it takes two people to divorce, man. It ain't always just one person, it's two people. And then Shaq kind of stops him and says, no, in that case, with my ex-wife, Shawnee, it was all me. He admitted that she was beautiful. She carried his kids. She took care of corporate stuff. She did everything. And he was just messing up. So to me, for him to, number one, be able to admit it, publicly in public, obviously he's gotten older and wiser and stuff like that as well. But to me, that's what protecting Black women looks like. So no matter who the man is,
it doesn't have to always be physical.
No, it doesn't have to be physical.
The way the guy was coming at him, at least from the clip that I saw, it seemed like he wanted Shaq to talk crap about her, and he wouldn't do it. He's like, no, she did everything right. It was me. I messed up. I was doing this and, doing my own thing and not realizing what I had at home. And then like the extended clip that I saw the other day, he talks about how after the divorce, because they're like, what's important. He's like, I had this huge house and I'm walking around here alone. I'm in here by myself. One of the best things to me used to be to come home and hear all my kids saying, daddy's home. And now nobody's here, Wow. So to me, that's what, in some, form, that's what protecting Black women looks like. And not that it's always the man's fault. I don't want to say nothing like that. But in the case where it seems like somebody's trying to want you to dog out the woman, he says, no, and stops it. He talked to him like what I would consider a real man. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it was. This was the part that I played in it.
Yeah, I think that's important really to protect ourselves from each other as well too. I think that's also important it's still that whole, I hate to bring up like the old like crabs in a bucket kind of thing. Like, but I feel like a lot of Black women play this.
It's almost like a competition.
It is. It's just play this very angry role with each other. We're not helping each other. We're all just like, well, there can't be too many of us in here. And so we do, what we have to do to be the only Black woman in the room, kind of thing, or we don't help each other, or we like consciously, sabotage each other. Even something as small as that. I think y'all have heard me say this, from one of my huge pet peeves, like when Black women walk past each other and we make like this conscious effort to not see each other. And like when like you're walking past somebody, sometimes you see people, you make eye contact, Black men see each other and it's like, whether they know each other or not, what's up? Like, or just an acknowledgement, maybe even like the slightest eye contact. But as Black women,
because Black women should do the same, but should be able to do the same.
I know my happy ass be smiling at everybody that walk by, and I probably shouldn't do that for my own sake. But
hey. Like, oh, I love your hair.
Yeah, I'm always trying to compliment. If I see another Black woman, I'm always going to try and like compliment her, say you look nice, or yes, honey, I like those, something, or like even if it's just make eye contact and just like a small nod, like I see you, honey, hi, queen, But like what I noticed is that a lot of them will just kind of like do this thing where it's like I have to act queenly, not with you, but to like separate myself from you. And it's like, we can't be doing that to each other. Like we need to acknowledge each other in a way that just doesn't like, it's very strange. And I think that
it's like we're stronger together than we are apart. So.
Yes. But society has made it feel like that we can only be strong on our own by ourselves with all the weight on our back. And that's like the furthest from the truth. But I think that we also protect each other.
Was that you, Tori? Me was talking about it. I feel like it was you. Maybe it was somebody else.
It was a long time ago.
I was saying that. Okay, so it's somebody else. This was recently. We were talking about something similar, and I was saying like, it's unfortunate, but sometimes like meeting other Black women, and obviously this is not all the time. Obviously, I have Black women that are friends, so clearly this is not all the time. But it's this thing where we kind of like size each other up. Like I went somewhere. Where was I? And I can clearly see the lady just like looking me up and down, just like, hi. And it just feels weird because it's not like a friendly smile. It's just like this like look of almost disgust, like, looking me up and down, up and down, up and down.
What's she gonna do to my prospects in this room?
Hey, it's like, number one, it's way more women in here than men anyway. So I mean, that's just the odds that work out. Number two, I'm just here to have a good time, grab me a drink and go home. Like I'm not here to, for competition. I'm not that desperate, I guess, for a man. They come to me, honey. I ain't got to worry about that. But it's just this weird thing that we do to each other sometimes, which I always found strange, that we do that. And probably when I think about growing up, the most crap that I got when it came to my name, being Nigerian, having nappy hair and not having the perm and all that stuff, the most crap that I got from anybody was from Black girls.
Women. The Black girls. Same.
Yeah. It's this weird thing that we do with each other sometimes. Not all the time.
We get so hard on ourselves that we become hard on each other as well. And I think that's just something that's just passed down. And it's tiring.
It becomes evil. That's what it becomes. It's very evil.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times too, I found that when I do, because I'm not a friend, when I say I'm not a friendly person, I mean I'm not the person to be like, hey, my name is, that's just not, I'll go sit in the corner and watch everybody first, and then I might say hi to somebody, just that's how I am. But I do find that when I do at least put in the effort to maybe be the first one to speak, that some of those are the nicest women that you'll ever meet. And once they realize like, you're okay, I'm okay, they're like, oh, okay, girl, and then they just start talking, like y'all know each other the whole time.
Like which nobody want to dip their toe in the water first.
Right.
Everybody's scared. I mean, I'm like, hi.
Like, hey, everybody, I'm here.
I'm Tori. How are you?
Me and Nick has like, no, we're gonna sit here and wait.
I was like, that's Nikki and that's Felicia. We came to have fun. Oh, I want to hug. Like, come on, let's hug in this dance. I love all of you.
Group hug.
Right. Right. Can we just group hug it out and be cool right now? I don't do competition.
Right.
I don't have the stomach for it. I just don't. If I feel like I am in a place where I have to compete, or I am feeling competed against, even if I'm not participating, my stomach hurt. I'm out. I don't want to participate.
I don't want to play this game. No, I'm not playing.
I don't like it. It's just not where I want to be. Like, just can we show as much solidarity with each other as everybody else does? Because that's how you move forward. You move forward as a solid front, and you show solidarity. You help bring up other Black women. That's how we protect ourselves. And because it's not just the men's job to protect us and make us feel protected. We also have to protect ourselves together.
Right.
That's so much better when we do it together.
Speaking of women, right? So I saw this other thing, which I kind of talking about current events. I literally just saw it today. Now I can't find it. But okay, so y'all remember the girl from Dr. Phil, Catch Me Outside, the little white girl?
Yeah. Oh, Bad Barbie.
So Barbie, yeah, okay. So she's a rapper. I don't know what she does. She's a rapper or something. Mm-hmm. Okay, so something she posted, I guess, a couple days ago. Somebody else posted. That's how I saw it. But she made gross. She made $52 million on OnlyFans in a year. What now? $52 million.
What we doing wrong? Do we need to take feet pics?
Number one, it's kind of weird because she's like a kid, basically. So, like, what are you doing? That's weird. But aside from that, we won't get into that whole thing. But $52 million, like. Huh?
Doing what though? I need to know. I have questions. I need to.
You should just repeat and Catch Me Outside over and over again.
I feel like there must be like nudity involved to make that much money.
No, because there's what involved? Just been all the way over doing all kinds of stuff, and they didn't make $52 million.
I did see this thing though, and I don't know if it was a joke or not, but it must have been a joke. But it was different women showing their feet, pictures of their different angles of their feet.
Bro. I've had some women tell me about how much they make
showing their feet,
pictures of their feet. There are whole websites dedicated to like feet, and men will find their favorite pair of feet and will pay for feet. I remember there was
going to get this pedicure and quit playing.
And all kinds of feet, not just pretty feet with white toenails, but all kinds of feet people are looking for. Apparently, like, it was one girl told me that this dude paid her like $100 a week for her to like wear stockings, turn on like the faucet in the tub, put her feet under the running water, and take the stockings off under the running water. That's all he wanted every week.
Okay.
So we just got all this money that we just paying people to do dumb shit now. That's what's going on.
I mean,
that's what they like.
That's what that man wanted. But I mean, like, stuff like that. Like, I mean, some people that's their thing. I'm not here to shame anybody's kinks.
No. I just want to know how much can I show? How much you pay for a shoulder?
Like, I know, is there a shoulder fetish out here somewhere?
I can do that, like flexing and stuff, like
a calf,
right?
Just a thigh, just, you know.
How much you pay for a forehead? I got a lot of that.
Right,
a lot.
Somebody would pay me for my shoulder caps. That'd be great.
Some rear delt
action. You like that? You like that?
You like these lateral raises? Now I'll charge you extra for the vein pump that comes
right. It costs me extra $100 to get a vein.
Right. I mean, let me find that person.
I was quite amazed.
I need one of y'all to create an account so we can see what's on here.
I'm scared because, unless it's something I don't have to show my face.
Yeah, you don't have to. They don't want your face. They want your feet.
Yeah. Anything but your face. They don't want
your face. They don't want you.
I just need to get some content. I need some context so I know what we need to do. Like, give us some ideas.
Right.
Okay.
Let me put on the Scorpio detective hat real quick.
Got all right. So
Next episode, we're gonna talk about our OnlyFans.
What we found.
Yo, these fetish sites. Let me tell you what's out here.
Well, you know what? Now I think about it, I think I saw something that said they were taking away the nudity thing on OnlyFans.
I think they tried to. They were going to, and a lot of people were like, "Don't do that," because that's what made y'all famous and made y'all money. They did was it was a business like strategy where they would like get the money, for like these, for adult sex workers to do essentially somewhat legal work, which is great. Like I said, whatever you want to do to make money. But then you basically use them to get them set up, and they were like, oh, no more pornographic stuff. So they can try and make themselves like reputable. But people were like, nah, fuck that, because that's how y'all made y'all money. Y'all can't just take them away. People pay for that and really
sit down, shut up, and take this money.
Take this money. Don't be like that. It was like,
leave these people
Let these people have a safe way to perform their services. Like, leave them.
Yeah.
Leave them to it.
Let them make you. Made me feel like I need to go go in my closet there and get some white paint and paint over my face, paint my nose red, put on a rainbow wig, because I'm a clown for going to work every day when I could just show some feet and make $52 million.
Right?
They're like really the fool. Like, anybody like these
elbows?
Anybody?
You want lotion?
Right? You want me to scratch it? You want me to hit stuff?
You want to see me rubbing some lotion on it? That's what you want. You like that?
I bet you there's a fetish for that.
Girl,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I know that there's a market for dirty panties too.
Yes, I've seen that too.
Market for dirty.
You wear them and then send them, and they will pay to get your dirty panties.
Apparently, in some Asian countries, there are vending machines with dirty panties.
Okay. Vending machines. Okay.
Whatever floats your boat. Okay.
They tell you what they want you to do in the panties, and then
send it. Put it in an envelope in FedEx Express. Overnight.
The same girl that told me about the stockings and the feet, she also she had a whole side hustle. So the same thing with the stockings and feet, she said she got $25 a pair, and she would send.
She get Walmart panties because that's a lot of money in panties.
No, but I mean, think about it.
Victoria's Secret panties. Those are $40.
Like or like they do like a 3 for $25 kind of thing, and if the math works out,
there it was 5 for $32.
Yeah, but something still, like that.
Okay, yeah, so that
works out. Not sending my good panties in the mail.
But that would be the point of doing it.
Yeah, that would be the point. They're going to pay you enough to cover that expense and then some. And I was like, well, what do you do for safety? He's like, oh, I have a PO box. I was like, oh, well, you thought of everything, didn't you? She was like, yep. I was like, well, okay, I'm happy for you.
So the math nerd in me wants to do the math. So for $5 5 pairs for $32 makes them $6.40 a piece. So if you sell them for, you said 5, right?
25.
Sell them for $25, that's $125. So with the 35 that you spent to get, you said it was 35, right? To get them, you've made $90 off of 5 pairs of panties. I mean,
one trip,
that ain't bad.
1 week.
You only get what 5 for 35. You get what?
Think about it, you don't even have to do laundry no more. You get to wear fresh panties every week. You don't even have to do no laundry for them. This is a bit for smart
business. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm rethinking my life choices now.
Right. What can I do? What y'all let us know. What would you buy?
Yeah. Give us some
y'all like? Yeah, I'm ready to hear some suggestions if it's that easy. I mean,
seriously, you want my body?
Washcloths?
I got a lot. Well, no, wait, no, can't have a bonnet.
Well, you wear it for a week, so it has, some sort of hair smell to it, and hey, maybe that's what
I'm sure there's lonely
y'all want bonnet.
I'm sure there's somebody that loves the smell.
I got 5 bonnets right now.
Overnight hair.
Overnight head smell.
It's probably like finding. I mean, I'm gonna say generally men, but I'm not limiting it to men. Ladies, if this your thing too, cool. Yeah. Bonnets, the woman's smell, we'll call it.
Oh
yeah, Erykah Badu got her
she got her pussy.
I don't know if it's her actual pussy, but it's her pussy perfume. Supposedly she sells it.
Yep, and people buy it. Gwyneth Paltrow
and wear it
too
on her store.
It's not like perfume, but it's like
some sort of spray.
I think it's incense. Either incense or a candle or something like that. Gwyneth Paltrow also has.
She smells like. Is that what she said?
That's what she said. Whether she's actually capturing that spell, who knows? But that's what she calls it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it sells out. That's the thing. It sells out.
Gwyneth Paltrow, same thing.
People want their home to smell like Erykah Badu's.
Single people who are attracted to Erykah Badu want that in their house.
Okay. All right. Well, more power to you.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
because she's making money. I'm not mad at it.
I'm trying to figured out too. I feel like we have gone wrong somewhere down the line. And we need to fix it.
Yeah. Incense.
Badu underwater pussy premium incense. That's what she has on sale on there right now.
And how much is this?
It is $60.
But how many incense?
We had the same question. How many? Because incense
20 sticks. Oh.
What?
Oh, she making bank.
What? 60?
We got $100 for
$60 for 20 sticks. And you know it. Wow.
60.
Wow. Okay.
You know, everybody go in the corner. We're grounded. We're on punishment. We
60.
Do your thing, Erica.
So $3 in incense sticks. You know, I be buying like
a pack of 100 for $5.
Right. Just be buying packs for $12 off of Amazon.
I just got one this last week and it's 100 sticks in there. And I paid, I think it was $4.99.
More power to you. Go ahead, Erica.
Go ahead, Miss Erica Badu.
Go ahead, Erica.
And it's sold out.
Like, what if I could just my farts here? You know.
Yeah, people buy those too. Yeah,
I'm sure.
You can put it in the jar. There was a girl who was putting them in the jar. Did you tell me that? Somebody told me that. I remember.
No, I mean, that.
Yeah, they
That's
jar.
The first for me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, people are jarring farts.
You can sell breast milk too. I saw it was like one of those TLC, maybe it was TLC, whatever channel. It's like almost like the show Taboo, but it's not Taboo. I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, this lady, she had some kind of condition where she just, even though she had already had her baby and stuff, and the child
was producing too much.
She was producing too much, so she started selling it and donating it for women that can't produce.
That makes sense though. That's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it's all.
I mean, it was a lot of freaking breast milk. Like, damn, she just.
But would you feel comfortable giving your baby another woman?
Someone else's breast milk? I wouldn't.
No, I couldn't do that.
I don't know if I would, but I would feel like it would have to be like I would have to really want my child to be breastfed, and there would have to be something.
And I would have to know you
and I would have to know that I wouldn't be able to produce that, but really be like, I want my child to have breast milk.
Yeah,
I don't think I would be too upset about that if that was like my MO, but I'm not having kids, so.
Yeah,
doing it from your own body is enough. Having done it twice myself, y'all can have that. I mean, I did it for the sake of the health of my children, obviously, but is it something like, oh yes, I just want to produce? No, it hurts.
Don't let nobody tell you different.
It hurts.
It's very uncomfortable.
I remember
very uncomfortable.
Like my sister clog up, and I was like,
gorge. Yes, that is the worst feeling.
She was like, It's what? There's a comedy. I can't remember the comedy, but there's a movie, Party House or something. I can't remember, but the lady was like, it's clogged, and we're gonna have to I'm like,
What help? You can have somebody actually suck it out for you.
That's what it was. That's what it was in the movie. Was like, she was like, you need to suck it out, and he was like, what? And I'm like, oh
just
no,
milk.
What I would do is get like a warm washcloth and put it on there, and that would sort of relieve it a little bit and get it to start to flow.
Yeah,
that junk hurt because it'd be like all tight up here in the chest when it was full, especially trying to get them off of it when you're trying to wean them off, because you're still producing, but you're supplementing formula and the milk, and that's like the worst thing too, because your breasts are still filling up, and it probably took me like a week or two for it to finally start to die down and eventually dry out. But that junk was painful.
Yeah.
Painful. Feels like a brick.
Everything we go through these kids.
I applaud y'all. I'm not brave enough.
And they got the nerve to look at me like I'm crazy. Okay.
Right. No,
right?
Don't look at us. Do you know what I went
through?
Right.
Do you have any idea?
Now go clean the bathroom.
Like I said.
You got periods, you got babies, you got grown ass men. I'm tired. just tired. I was just explaining to somebody how PMS just whooped my ass last week. I was a whole hot mess. like the buildup to
you don't
having
get a break.
Like, your period, right? You get 1 week. I'm supposed to mean we get 1 week a month to feel like a human being.
Yes.
1 week we're horny and hungry. The other week we are sad and sensitive and tired and just angry at life and just a bucket of tears. And then another week we're bleeding. Like we get like one optimum week where we are finally able to like feel good about it. We're normal. We're not bloated. We're not like cagey. Like just we get 1 week to just be.
You know what really irritates me, speaking of that, I mean, I guess I get it because women, we want our rights and stuff, but I feel like on the week that you're actually bleeding, you should not have to go to work. You should not have to do anything. You should be able to stay home and let that thing work through your system for a full 7 days. Even if it don't last 7 days, you need them extra couple days to recover and try to get back to your normal stuff.
Nobody out.
So you don't hurt nobody.
Right.
Like you should be able to just stay away from people for a full 7 day week.
And then when you're older, you get your cycle and you have hot flashes. So you're hot, you're irritable, and you're bleeding profusely. So you're dying on many different levels.
You're a zombie.
You're dying.
You're a zombie. Walking, living dead.
Like, how you doing today? I'm bleeding out from my vagina.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
I just dropped this spoon, y'all. My life is over. I just pick it up.
Oh my goodness. The horny part is the worst for me because it's like I want some, but like, I just don't want a man around right now.
Don't touch me.
I need something.
Touch me, but
I don't want to do it myself.
Stay away. Leave me alone.
I don't want you.
I want you, but I don't want you. But I need it. Right. I need it.
So
but
you
I
just
really
go with. So for your sanity, I've learned just go with the don't touch me because it just makes everything.
Oh yeah, the don't touch me is way better. Mm-hmm. Because
I go quiet and it goes dark for a little bit. I'm just why do you want her, Victoria? Unless you want some of this, I suggest you keep your distance.
It would be in your best interest to give me like 50 to 100 feet. Okay,
right? Because I am bloated. This water weight is not making me happy. I am hungry incessantly. I am fatigued and tired and want nothing but to sleep, but I can't sleep because I can't get comfortable. So
and now I got you in my face talking to me. So what?
What you want? What do you want? I want to sleep, but I can't sleep, and I'm hungry, and everything makes me cry.
I've never had that issue of crying during PMS. I get like irritable, or I just get like.
I go quiet.
I guess maybe sad, but not to the point where I'm crying. It's just sad because I got to go through this crap every freaking month for the next how many years.
It's a buildup. It's always a buildup. So I was like, I'm sad, I'm agitated, and then I'm sad for no reason, no real reason. And then it just like crescendos, and I'm like obsessively sad for the same non-reason. And then it gets to the top point, and then something like innocuous happens, and then I cry. And
how do you come down though? How do you get down off of that?
The cry
is
like woo. Okay. And then once I finally cry, then I'm mad. Why am I crying? What am I crying for? What was the point of all that? That was stupid. Why I'm so weak? And then the next day my period starts, and I'm like, I feel better now. Oh, okay, that was it. That's all that was. Oh, okay, I'm still a bad bitch. I'm fine. That wasn't even real. It wasn't even real. I don't even know why I was.
My imagination.
I'm fine.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
Everybody,
people are gonna be like.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. My bad.
I didn't mean it.
Bad. I ain't mean it.
It's my period. I know y'all don't believe that, but it really was. My hormones were everywhere, and now it started, and it's a release, and I'm better, and my hormones are back on track now.
And then it's like, hey, how y'all doing?
Right. Hi. Y'all want a hug?
I'm sorry.
You're right. I'm sorry. I said that. I didn't mean it.
And this is why they say women are difficult, because you don't understand. It's a lot. We go through a lot.
Hell, we don't understand.
Right.
Because I be looking at you like, what's your problem? You know what I'm saying? I'm a woman like you. I go through it too, but I'm still looking at you like I don't understand. We don't get it either, man. Okay,
no,
we don't get it either.
Just deal with it at this point. Just deal with it.
Just breathe.
I was on the phone like what was it, a week or two ago, and I was having a hot flash. He was like, "You sound like you're irritated." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm having a hot flash. Like it's hot." That's what I kept saying. It's hot. He was like, "Okay, so if I'm around you when this happens, what am I supposed to do?" I was like, "Just leave me alone. Don't touch me. Just leave
down the
me
AC and turn on
alone.
the fan.
I will be okay. Just stay away from me. Don't tell me I'm gonna be okay. Don't try to bring me some ice. Just no stupid shit like that because it don't work. Just leave me alone." He was like, "Okay, all right, noted."
Have you had the hot flashes yet, Tori?
Don't wish that on
God
her.
bless you.
Right. Don't bring that. Don't put that.
It was just a question. I didn't know. No.
She's seen that TikTok. Don't say that from that movie.
Don't say that.
Where's my sage? My hollow stick. Let me. Where's my plant? There we go. Let me like.
I was just asking. I don't wish that on you because, like, right now I'm hot. Okay, I'm hot.
Well, you got on a sweatshirt and a bonnet. Of course, you're hot.
But everything else is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is cool, but I'm hot.
Mine don't hit about 1
like
o'clock.
My hands are cool. I'm hot.
Yeah, I mostly get mine. I mean, I get them during the day too, but mostly at night, between 1 o'clock.
Oh, you haven't started getting them during the day yet?
No, I do sometimes, but I get them more often at night. Between 1 and 2. Yeah, so I wake up like.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Go turn the AC down. I got.
It was 95 degrees today. Imagine having a hot flash and it's 95 degrees outside.
That is the worst.
And then you having your own internal summer.
Right.
I'll just lay down and be like, I'm done.
Laying down make it worse because then your skin is up against something that makes it even hotter. You just be walking around in circles, basically.
Yeah.
Fussing about the thermostat.
Tori looks frightened. She's like, "What?"
Oh no! Oh no!
Fun things to look forward to once you're
an
altar.
No, yeah. I'm going to be the epitome of youth and health.
That's what I said.
You can't run from that, baby. You can't run from that.
That's the same thing I said.
Damn it, I'm gonna try.
It's like I am not gonna be like my mother.
Proud of the
look at me, just sound just like it's hot in here.
Yeah,
that's what the AC sound exactly.
That's one thing
like
I've never heard my mom or my sister talk about that or go through that.
Really?
Oh, now that I'm like, I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
right? Because I remember watching my mom, and she would literally just 1 minute fine, next minute just pouring sweat,
my mom
and then
sister,
stuff starts flying off. Yeah,
I don't think I've ever heard them.
Really?
Oh, you may be blessed.
Maybe you'll be blessed. Yeah,
I'll take that. Thank you. I will definitely. I will take that.
Your suggestion? No, trash.
That no, the juju no, but the blessing, yes, I will.
My mom used to get angry, and then she go mess with thermostat. My dad, leave it alone. Keep messing with the thermostat. But it's hot in here, Wiley. It's hot. And me and she walk around.
It's cold.
Blankets. It's cold. It's hot. Ain't y'all hot? But now I see I'm doing the same thing. We go in their room. Ain't y'all hot in here? It's hot. Don't you turn the fan on? They both in sweatshirts and hoodies with hoodies on.
I'm like, oh Lord, mom's hot.
You are your mother.
Oh,
we slowly turn into our parents.
As much as you try to fight it, it's like that. I think it's a Progressive commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is so funny to me because I'm like, oh, now that I'm this age, I'm like, it's true. Yeah. As much as you try to fight it, you find like, dang, my mom used to do this.
All right, my daddy did that. Damn.
Like I remember my mom used to she would get a paper towel, dry her hands, and if she didn't use a lot of it, she would, like, oh, I can use it, I don't want to waste it, I can use it to dry my hands again. But then she ended up with these paper towels all over. They used to drive me crazy. Like, why? Just throw it away and get a new one. Like, why are you leaving paper towels everywhere?
Paper towels.
That's what I be doing now.
Leave the paper towels everywhere.
I go to one on my nightstand, see one on my bed, one in the bathroom, a couple on the kitchen. I'm like, look at me turning right into picking up paper towers everywhere I go.
I am determined. It's gonna be a generational curse breaker. I am determined.
You fighting, huh? You over there fighting.
I am being positive. I am doing all the things that we're supposed to be doing. I will be. My dad was just like, you doing all that exercising and stuff. He's just like, I told him he called and he was like, you good? I was like a little tired. I was like, I stayed out late the other night. He's like, nah, you ain't young no more. You gotta pace yourself. I was like, Daddy, just because y'all was acting old at 28 don't mean that I'm not old. I still pace myself for sure, but no, I'm not old. I'm not finna start acting old just because I'm in my 30s. That's because that might have been old for y'all.
Old then and old now is completely
different old.
People used to die at 28. Like that was considered ripe old age. So yeah it's different.
Not no more. No. I don't even. He'll try and they'll try and get away with baby girl. We getting old and we getting up there. Y'all ain't old, Chabu. My dad, they're still jumping on horses and stuff. No, you ain't fooling nobody. Y'all are just fine.
If you don't get up and get out and go do something,
go do whatever it is that you need to get done. Please, you is not
quit
old.
Trying to sit me down, trying to make me old.
Exactly. Stop trying to sit me down. I'm okay.
My grandmother, she was in her 70s, and there was like a senior center in Mims where they played bingo and stuff like that. We'd be like, Grandma, why don't you go over there and play bingo or play cards? She'd be like, I want to go over there with them old people.
Yeah, you start becoming
old. She moved until she could not doing old anymore. Yes.
When you start doing old shit, then you be like you age.
Yeah,
rapidly. Not to say that you need to like pretend to be 20 something. I mean, just be yourself and take care of yourself, and do your best to like stay active mentally and physically. Keep your muscle mass, because after a while that's going to deteriorate, and you would rather start with a whole bunch of muscle and deteriorate to normal than start with like no muscle and then be frail and
shriveled up.
And shriveled and hunched and all that kind of stuff. My dad you work out too much. No, I do not.
No, I don't.
Too much. Oh.
I need to work out. In fact, I'm trying to figure out how to beat my corporate job so I can work out all the time, sir.
Right?
You just don't know. You don't know yet. I'm trying to keep his blood pressure down. I'm trying to be cute.
A whole lot of stuff that y'all try to pass on to me that I'm trying to rebuke in the name of Jesus. Quit playing.
Right. Just leave me alone. Let me be as young as I want to be and as young as I want to look. I'm trying to stay here for a while.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I still feel nice and spry, like showing my age, spry. Who says that? Like you said, what? I don't feel well. It's like, what does a 39-year-old even feel like? I don't know, because I've only been 39 once, so I don't feel like I'm getting old.
So to be 39, probably better now.
I'm probably in the best shape I ever been in my entire life. When I was young, I feel great. I don't look it except for these grays that be showing through. So we're gonna ride this thing out.
Embrace it.
There's people in their 20s with grays.
We went to high school and people had a head full of gray hair.
Right.
That's them. I mean, I'm not there yet. We're gonna keep dying these things until I feel comfortable. But anyway, it's been lovely chatting about any and everything we want to chat about today with our bonnets on, because we all want to go right to it. Yes. So we will be trying to be more frequent with posting.
Don't make no
say that every
time,
but
don't make no promises.
That's why I always say try.
Keyword try.
Keyword because stuff be happening, things happen. We all got lives and children and careers and things like that that we're working on. But we're here. We still got a crap load of other episodes to listen to as well. So make sure you check us out on YouTube under Nija Knows, Instagram Nija Knows, Twitter Nija Knows. Ain't nothing on this. Don't go to Twitter. What else are we?
That's on there now that Elon Musk done bought it. So
right.
We'll see what happens with that.
We on Pandora, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Apple, Google Podcasts. We're literally like
wherever you want to listen.
So many places. So hit us up there. They listen to all of our other episodes. We'll be coming back with more stuff to talk about, whatever it is. Who knows? We literally
maybe there'll be another slap in the future somewhere we can talk about.
Yeah, another slap or something. But yeah, hit us up on Instagram. Nigel knows the link has the link in the bio has the link to all the other places where you can listen to us. So yeah, that's it. All hearts and minds are clear.
Bye, guys.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.